Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Rodgers Recreation Center here on the campus of Salve Regina University in beautiful and historic Newport, Rhode Island. Hello again and welcome. I'm Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here tonight. The Seahawks, 19-6 overall on the season. They are the 2 seed. Gordon, 12-12 overall on the year. They are the 7 seed here in this quarterfinal matchup of the Commonwealth Coast Conference playoffs. I want to welcome into the broadcast now my good friend Owen Gilbo. Owen, how are you doing, and what do you think about this matchup here tonight between the Seahawks and the Scots?
I'm doing really good today, Andrew. I'm really anticipating to see what's going to happen. Last Saturday, Gordon beat Salve, but home field advantage is definitely a big deal, so let's see what happens tonight.
Seahawks 12-2 on the year at home here at the Rodgers Recreation Center. They played this Scots team, as you said, on Saturday, 93-70. The Scots had the advantage. 14 threes made in the game, 7 from Garrett Sadison. Seahawks, first 5 minutes, they want to establish their dominance here at home, and Cam Collins wins the tip, and we're underway. Kevin Kelly moves it to Mikey Spencer. Right away, he's going to fire from downtown and hit.
That's Mikey Spencer with a 3 starting off the game. Right, nice.
Bryce Smith brings it ahead, being harassed by Andrew Richards. Near side now, Parker Omslayer moves it back to the right side. Mazelon out to Bryce Smith running the point. Richards all over him. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Richards jumps in the way, dives on the floor, and has the loose ball. Walmsley, Spencer from way downtown. Back iron, no good. Rebound Scots. Drayton Tebbs moves it left side. Sadison now into the paint. Scoops it out to the right wing side for a three-pointer. That's going to come up way short. Air ball from Tebbs. Here comes Richards now into the front court. Looking around. Walmsley behind the line around the Collins screen. Return to Collins in the paint. Hop step. Tries to go up strong, and it's knocked out of his hands. Great defense there by David Mazelon. Into the corner, Tebbs. Want to post up Mazelon. The ball comes there. Spencer there defensively. Mazelon just elevates, flicks it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound, Kevin Kelly. Double teamed. Hands off underneath. Collins swings it out to Walmsley. Around the Collins screen. Return to Collins left side. He's going to jack up an 18-footer and hit. 5-0 the Seahawk lead.
Jordan Richards with a phenomenal defense right now.
Already with the steal. Moves it left side. Sadison on the entry. Collins
getting trapped in there. That's a jump ball.
Reaches in the hand and ties up Parker Omslayer. Possession going the Scots' way on this one. Collins, though, just reaching the paw in. Collins, along with Mikey Spencer, both named first team all CCC. Well deserving. Collins also named CCC Senior Scholar Athlete. Here's the bounce pass underneath for Omslayer. Knocked out of bounds by Richards, but I think they might be calling a foul here. And they are on Richards. And along with those two conference honorees, Sean Foster as well named CCC Coach of the Year. Congratulations to him. His second time being named Coach of the Year in the conference. Here's Omslayer turning on Spencer. Comes up short.
Drew Richards is taking the ball up right to big man Cam.
Collins kicks it out. Walmsley. Spencer up fakes the deep 3. Steps back. Hands off to Richards in the paint. A little bit of no man's land there. He'll move it out to Kevin Kelly now. Around the screen from Collins. Collins. Make this Kelly. Floats it up with the right hand and gets the bounce. 7-0 the Seahawk lead. This is just the start, Owen, the Seahawks were looking for.
Yeah, exactly. This is really good, especially what happened last Saturday. Let's see if they can keep this tempo up.
Omslayer again trying to pound Collins in the paint. Collins there every step of the way.
Great defense.
Comes up short, and Spencer the rebound. Kelly outside. Working against Sadison. Loses him. Elevates at the free throw line. Jumper short. Omslayer the rebound. 7-0 Salve Regina. 16:47 to go in the first half. Smith around the screen. Out to Sadison, watched by Walmsley. Sadison now down the right-hand side, picks up the dribble. Out to Tebbs. Wamsley picks him up there. Tebbs hangs in the air. Wamsley almost got a piece of that, maybe did.
And gets the rebound.
Gets the rebound, gets it away to Richards. Spencer now right side, up fakes the three. Now he'll just pull back and cash it again.
And that's his spot, Andrew, all day. I saw him practicing beforehand, right before the game started. That shot automatic for him.
A little smile for the crowd, a little yell for the bench. Time out Gordon, 10-0, the Seahawk lead. We'll be back, 16-19 to go in the first half. Welcome back to the floor. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Owen Gilbo bringing you the call here. 10-0 Salve Regina leads to start this CCC quarterfinal. Quick timeout for the Scots. They'll draw it up. Here comes Omslayer again trying to post Collins, who rakes down on the ball and forces another short shot.
Cam Collins with another great, phenomenal defensive front.
Richards now probing in the paint. Gobbled up double team Collins. Trying to drive on Maslon. Hands off to Richards underneath. He's trapped. Floats it out. Kevin Kelly saves it at the three-point line. Quickly, entry to Wamsley, turns and scores off the glass.
With the up and down, making his defender jump away.
Made Bryce Smith get in the air. 12-0. You cannot ask for a better start than this. Smith again, Richards all over him. Out at half court, Seahawks come to trap. Omslayer now picked up by Spencer, who throws it away. Collins now leading the break. Into the front court, Collins hangs, scoops, and can't get it to go. Spencer the offensive rebound, and he's stripped underneath. Here comes Tebbs at the free throw line. His shot is blocked. Kevin Kelly, no look for Richards, hangs, scoops, and scores.
Up and under.
14-0.
The tempo, the home crowd, Andrew, you're seeing this. Everyone's getting really into this game right now.
And finally the Scots score. Bryce Smith just decides to fire one. It's a long two. So that makes it 14-2. There goes the shutout, Owen.
Here comes Andrew. He's taking up that ball, seeing if they can match that three, what they just hit.
Well, you wondered, as Spencer, he'll pull from the left side, falling down, he hits again.
And they match.
17-2. You wondered, the Scots had everything going on Saturday. How would they show up here? How would the Seahawks respond? You can tell as Kelly comes from the backside, a clean steal, off to the races, scoops it up and in. It is 19-2. Timeout again, called by Todd Murphy. The Seahawks are rolling here with 14-12 to go. Owen, what's happening?
I'm telling you, I really think it's his home crowd. You're seeing all these fans yelling and screaming. Last week got blown out by this quarantine, but think home field advantage, these conference games, they get crazy. And I think home field really establishes why they have so much momentum.
The Seahawks, as I said, 12-2 on the year here at home, 12-1 against conference opponents here at the Rodgers Recreation Center. And the Seahawks clearly wanted today to be much different than Saturday. And you cannot have a better, 19-2. 1 of 8 from the field are the Scots. They've turned it over 3 times. Seahawks already with 2 blocks, 3 steals. Doing it inside and out. 8 points in the paint, 4 fast break, 3 of 4 from downtown. All 3 from Mikey Spencer. And I'm sure head coach Sean Foster is saying, the only thing, the only danger is you get up this big so early. It's so early in the game. I don't think, though, we're going to see much let up, though, from this Seahawks squad in this one.
Oh, definitely no. I see that they're really motivated to win this game. I think they took that loss last Saturday personal. So let's see how they do.
First sub, we'll see Clay Brochu now check into the game.
He's been having a fantastic year this year, Andrew.
I mean, both. I mean, the rookies, Brochu and the true rookie, Walmsley, the freshman from Franklin. I mean, the contributions they've gotten. And that's what I mean, championship teams, you need contributions from your rookie players. That pushes your veterans as well. It's a balanced and experienced squad here for Salve.
It also helps having 4 seniors on that one squad.
Again, and right now it's the defense here. Quick entry underneath. This is Caleb Scott, his first action. He kicks it out for a 3. That comes up short. Hits the underneath of the iron.
Brochu passing it out.
Here's Walmsley now, left side.
Pass it around.
Spencer, again, just forces the deep 3
in.
And cans it right in the eye of Michael Mackey.
Mikey Spencer is shooting at a 75% from the 3 right now. Unbelievable.
Brochu knocked it away from Smith, and the Scots, clearly stunned. It's a 20-point lead.
And we still currently have 13 minutes left. Let's see if they can keep this up.
Smith into the corner. Justin Yu returned to Tebbs down the left side. The scoop shot up and in. Count it in the foul for Michael Mackey, the sophomore from Andover, Mass. And he's a little shaken up. .13:08 to go in the first, 22-4. I think just waiting on a sub here. This is Benjamin North, the senior from Barkhamsted, Connecticut, coming into the game. Well, already 5. Actually, no. Smith is still out there, so all but 1 starter remaining on the floor right now for the Scots, as the free throw is good for Mackey. Here's Kevin Kelly. Calls out the play. Mikey Spencer now left side, game's high score. Spencer bullies his way into the paint, hangs in the air, scoops it up, no good. Scots with the rebound. Mackey into the front court. Throws it off the glass, no good. Kevin Kelly snags the rebound and looks to run. Quickly ahead, hands off underneath Walmsley. Gathers, floats it up, no good. Rebound Scots, Mackey once again. Smith now. Return to Mackey right side. Left-hand dribble into the paint, hands off Scott, turns, hooks, short. No good, punched around. Mackey the rebound, but Brochu rips it away. Walmsley alone, left side, his 3-pointer splash.
And it's in.
Declan Walmsley from downtown, back to a 20-point lead.
Seahawks are currently shooting at a high 80% from 3 right now. Unbelievable.
It was the Scots who had it going from downtown on Saturday. The script has flipped, shot no good from the baseline for a Mackey. Walmsley the rebound, long lead, Kevin Kelly gathers. He'll just elevate and bank it in.
The bank is open today. What a shot and stop.
27-5. Bryce Smith around the Scott screen. Brochu trying to hang with him defensively. Spencer comes to challenge, but somehow Smith able to float that over the arms of Mikey Spencer and in. Here's Kevin Kelly. He'll just elevate from 8 feet and hit. That is all day for Kevin Kelly.
Gordon taking that ball up.
Here's Smith. Outside to Benjamin North. Entry to Scott. Spencer draws the charge. Takes the contact right in the chest. He hits the deck. The Seahawks get it back, though, leading 29-7.
You love when you see that, Andrew. When someone takes a charge, that just shows toughness right there. And it just shows how much this team wants this game.
The intensity of the moment. This is Ryan St. Clair, who will inbound here for the Seahawks, out there with Brochu, Kelly, Collins, and Walmsley.
Brochu taking it up.
Zach Quantico out there on Brochu. Now here's Kevin Kelly left side. Sadison watching him. Kelly will just step behind the Collins screen. His 3 is no good. Rebound into the corner. St. Clair trying to save it, but throws it to Michael Mackey. Quantico, the junior from California. Out to North, back to Quantico. Omslayer back in the game. Ball comes there, and Collins read that all the way. Walmsley switches to the left hand. Along the baseline, kicks it back out to Kevin Kelly. Collins sets the screen for Kelly, who kicks out to Brochu. Return to St. Clair left side.
Trying to pick a pick and roll action, and it tips off his fingertips.
Off the hands of Collins, out of play. Scots will get it back. 10-16 to go in the first. 29-7. Salve with the lead. And a quick breather for Mikey Spencer. Out of the game for all of 30 seconds. Richards will check in as well here for Kevin Kelly, who heads to the bench with 8 points, 4 of 6 from the field. Quantico. Hands off right side. Ball knocked free. Scots keep it, though. Sadison on the entry here. Turning is Mackey. Fading. Off-angle shot is good. Had to double clutch that.
Drew Richards taking that ball up.
Richards out to Collins, and he traveled with it.
That's what happens when your body's moving too fast. You just can't really control it sometimes. You got to make sure you dribble first.
9:45 to go. Quantico around the Omslayer screen. Fakes the handoff with Sadison. A little bit of confusion here from the Scots. Here's Mackey. He's just going to step back for three. Short, no good. Rebound collected by Cam Collins. Richards returns to Spencer. Spencer scoops it to Richards in the paint. Out to Cam Collins beyond the line. Walmsley now to Brochu. Elevates for the three. Has it poked away. Collins secures it, though, with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to work on Mackey. Hangs blocked by Omslayer. Trying to get it underneath to Richards, but Collins was stepping out of bounds.
Salve still currently leads by 20 points. Gordon is slowly picking at that lead, however. Let's see what they can do right now in this possession.
Well, the Scots have got their defense a little more engaged. It was an avalanche to start. Here's Sadison. Thought about the three instead. Enters to Omslayer, kind of stumbling in the paint. Around 5 men, he scoops it up short, no good, but a foul.
Trying to bully his way in there, but I mean, a great foul by Drew Richards there, ensuring that he'll miss the basket.
Omslayer, 6'11", graduate student from Jackson, New Jersey. And it is a packed house here tonight at the Rodgers Recreation Center. Crowd trying to distract Omslayer at the line. First free throw, no good. Like you said, a good foul.
Definitely a really good foul. Let's see if it pays off with this shot right here. You really hear the fans getting engaged right now, Andrew. Really trying to get in his head. Let's see if it works.
You've got the pep band as well. Second free throw is good, so 1 for 2. So the foul saves a point. 19-point lead, 8:39 to go in the first half. Brochu return to Kevin Kelly right side. Bounce entry to Spencer along the baseline. Watched by Trebs. Spencer, shake and bake, fade, no good. Scott's the rebound. Sadison wanted to get it inside to Omslayer. The Seahawks knock it away. 5th steal of the game. Kevin Kelly sends everyone away. They want to post up Cam Collins. Loops it to the right corner. Gathering is Walmsley. His three in and out. Rebound Omslayer. Smith backs it out near half court. Mazelon right side, return to Smith. Seahawks bring 2 there. Sadison, entry to Omslayer. Pump fakes, lets 2 Seahawks go by, and then he scores. Crashing to the floor were Kelly and Collins. This is the closest the Scots have been. 17-point game. Walmsley trapped left side, gets it all the way out to half court to Kevin Kelly. I think a little bit of the adrenaline starting to run out here on the Seahawks.
Most definitely. You can see that the Seahawks offense, they're kind of, obviously it was a phenomenal shot right there, but you see they're kind of clumped up right now.
Slowing down a bit.
Slowing down.
Kelly hits, though, to push the lead back to 19. Smith right side. Left side, Sadison. Haley's going to step back, and the shot is no good. Rebound, Kelly snags it away from Parker Armslayer. Into the front court, bounce entry underneath. Walmsley tied up. Ball's knocked free. And I think they're going to call a foul here underneath, yes.
Looking at this right now, I'm thinking that they're going to try to get that ball out to Mikey Spencer right there in that post.
Swings it out to Kevin Kelly. Again, posting up here with Spencer on the left side. Guarded by Tebbs. Spencer pounds it into the paint. Two men come there. He fakes. He flips. And they call traveling.
I like that look, though. There seemed to be a little mismatch right there, having number 1 Bryce Smith on Mikey Spencer. You can see a big size difference right there. Mikey Spencer coming in at 6'5". Bryce Smith only being 6 feet.
Smith with it now, watched by Brochu. 6.5 to play in the first. Seahawks lead 31-12. Armslayer just inside the line, left side. Puts it to the floor, hands off to Smith. Seahawks again trap Smith. Bounce entry here now. Sadison trying to hand off underneath. Somehow it finds Armslayer. Swung around to Smith now behind the line. Steps back, thought about the three. Double clutched it and hits.
Great move right there. You saw they were trying to get that backdoor cut to their big man, but it seemed like it wasn't really working out, but the three turned out all right.
Seahawks again want to play this mismatch here. Spencer loops it inside. Collins turns, scoops, and scores. Too fast for Parker Armslayer. 19-point game again. Tebbs has it ripped away from Kelly, who goes flying into the bench, cannot save it. Scots will keep it. Armslayer out near the Seahawk bench, along for Tebbs. Tebbs to the basket, no good. Good contest there from Walmsley. Kelly, left side, Brochu. He's going to fire the three short. Rebound, Armslayer. Leaves it ahead for Tebbs. Smith now left side. Zips it on the entry to Sadison, who scores. Nifty little set there from the Scots.
Definitely another backdoor cut, Andrew. You're really seeing how this offense is trying to spill out to them. They're not really aiming for these threes, but instead just watching those cuts.
Sean Foster will call for time. We'll take it as well. 5:01 to go in the first. Seahawks lead 33-16 here in this Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal matchup. We'll be back. Welcome back inside the Rodgers Recreation Center. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Owen Gilbo bringing you the call. 5 minutes and counting to go here in the first half. Seahawks lead 33-16. Out of the timeout from Sean Foster. Kelly nearly lost it along the sideline. Pulls back on Sadison. Collins lining up the 18-footer. No good. Spencer nearly tipped the rebound home. Amongst four Scots, it finally pinballs around to Quantico, who will lead the break now over to Sadison. He'll just catch and fire from deep. No good.
I really think Gordon's got to focus on those big mans. I mean, their shots are not hitting today. Inside the paint, however, they're getting most of their shots. Salve, however.
Kelly, no good on the three. Well, both teams starting to cool off a little bit here. Quantico loses Brochu, hands off underneath. Mazzalon will score with the right hand. Like you said, points in the paint. Now, Seahawks talked about one of the keys to the game is just to defend well. Scott's run just a lot of set plays, especially for Sadison. Here's a loop over the top for Spencer, trying to gather on Tebbs. Amslayer comes to help a little too late, and Spencer scores off the glass.
Trying to work that big man basketball look. I mean, if you got a mismatch, you got to take it.
35-18. Quantico around the double screen. Brochu trying to stick with him. Quantico to his right. Falling down. Three is no good. But he will get to the line for 3 free throws.
Right now they're shooting at a high 66.7% from the line. So let's see if they can keep that up and maybe boost up those numbers.
Quantico hits the first free throw. 2 more coming from the junior from Pacifica, California. Second free throw. Catches every part of the iron and falls in. Trying to go 3 for 3. This is the closest the Scots have been. One more free throw coming to try and make this a 14-point game. And the Seahawks started this game 14-0. All 3 free throws good for Quantico. 35-21 with 3.5 to go in the first. Kevin Kelly slowly walks it ahead. Spencer right side, just catch and shoot on the 3. Back iron, no good. Quick possession there for Salve. Mazzalon on the entry. Tebbs somehow able to grab it. Turns, looks to fire it up, and he scores.
And just right there, that is their 12th point inside the basket tonight. They're really targeting our big men tonight.
12-point game. Collins alone in the paint. 2 Scots come to challenge, and they'll call the foul, or they will, what's the call? Collins got knocked down. It looks like they are going to call traveling here. Collins,
not liking that call at all.
He pointed to the floor to a wet spot.
And it's going to be Gordon ball.
So the Scots get the ball back, trailing by 12.
This game's getting closer and closer.
So the Scots not going to go away. Smith hands off right side, Sadison. Bounce entry to Mazzalon. Too low for him to handle, able to find it. Elevates, comes up short trying to dunk it. Ball finds Amslayer though. Kick out, Smith for 3, in and out. Walmsley the rebound.
Drew Richards scanning the court, seeing what he can do.
Back outside, Spencer. His deep 3, no good.
Yeah, in the beginning of the game, he started hot, scoring a quick 14, but it's been kind of silent on the first part of our half.
4 for 7 from deep now after being 3 for 4. Spencer trying to get in the way there of Sadison, who comes up short. Richards the rebound. Richards.
They're really liking that matchup down low. I know I keep reinstating that, but they keep trying to toss it over. It's just tough when you got somebody who's 6'11" down in there.
They want to get Spencer posted up on either Garrett Sadison or Trayton Tebbs. And that's where Mikey's going to have to go if the shot's not going to start falling from deep again. 14 points, he leads all scorers, but he's going quiet here. Here's Richards taking contact, scores off the glass.
Up and over.
using that rim to protect from the shot blocker.
Andrew Richards, who's 5'11", just scored on somebody who's 6'11", huh?
The whole foot. Tebbs around the Maslon screen, blitzed by Mikey Spencer. Scots try to work it around and find the open man. It's Omslayer underneath, and they call the foul on Spencer. Just his first. And you can see, though, the motion the Scots want to run. Really making you think defensively. 37-23. With 99 seconds to go, Maslon underneath, quickly out of bounds, scores.
That's their 16th basket inside the paint tonight. Salve's really got to figure out what they're going to do with that.
Kelly called for the offensive foul, fending off Garrett Sadison. And all the momentum now with the Scots.
The Scots are currently down only 9 points. No, 12 points now.
1:26 to go.
Drew Richards is staying tight, playing like a press defense the whole way. Really staying with. That's something I really like about Drew Richards. Phenomenal at his defensive tactics.
Out here on Smith, who floats it up too high for Tebbs to handle. Scots turn it over. It was a 14-0 Seahawk lead to start the game. The Scots, though, have made this a 12-point game, 37-25. As we tick towards the final minute here of the first half of this CCC quarterfinal. And what's impressive about this, too, from the Scots is to have the energy. Had to play last night, trailed at the half in that game, then closed the game on a 21-4 run. Here's Kelly fading away. His shot is short. Scots the rebound. So to play last night and to have the energy to fall behind by 14, Owen, and then want to scrap your way back in is impressive.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Maslon trying to post on Spencer. With them stride for stride, fires it up, no good. But a foul called on Spencer.
Mikey does not like that call. Walking off, saying he had his hands up.
It looked like he was standing straight up. And he let a lot of contact go. Maslon initiating a lot of that.
Really digging his shoulder in so that the call could have went both ways.
37 seconds to go in the first half. David Maslon will be at the line here for two to try and make this a 10-point game. And Spencer, with the two fouls, is going to head to the bench. And he misses the first. Second free throw is good. 11-point game, 37-26. 34 seconds to go. Scots theoretically could get one more possession here. Richards on the baseline, trying to get around Omslayer with the left hand. Trapped in the paint, out to Brochu. 20 seconds to go in the half. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brochu, right side, loses Maslon, skips it to the corner. Wamsley for three, got it! That's a big shot. 5 seconds to go here for the Scots in the first half. Sadison to Maslon. He's going to pull from deep for the answer. Out of play, no good. And the Seahawks will take the 14-point lead to the break. Owen, your thoughts on this first half here?
I think CCC matchups are always really, really interesting to see. I mean, the Gordon are really they're not letting go. I think they're slowly going to catch up. If they really facilitate that ball down low. I think Salve's having a really tough time guarding them. And Salve's kind of relying on their three-point shot. So let's see how it ends up turning.
Spencer will lead all scorers at the break. 5 of 10 from the field, 14 points, 4 3-pointers. Bryce Smith, 3 of 4 from the field, leads the Scots. at the break. We will step aside and be back with the call of the second half. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal action here on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back inside the Rodgers Recreation Center here on the campus of Salve Regina University in beautiful and historic Newport, Rhode Island. Thank you for finding us here on the Salve Athletics Network. Andy Pizzelli here bringing you the call alongside Nick Santo now here for the second half. Salve Regina leading 40-26 here in this Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal matchup. Nick, your keys to the second half here for both of these squads.
Keys to the second half, Salve did a great job with a lot of things, especially rebounding in that first half. They got to with the boards, take advantage of their height. And for Gordon, I think they just got to do a better job with their shots. They're getting a good job of getting the ball low, especially for their big man. If they can finish a couple more of those shots, it's close.
Seahawks did out-rebound the Scots 20-14. Despite the Scots having the 7-foot Omslayer.
Yeah, not a lot of players for Gordon really had huge first halves. They had a lot of players contribute. Hopefully
have kept this a game,
up.
though, after falling behind 14-0 and trailing by as many as 22. Here's Mikey Spencer on the left side, game's high score. Loses Smith, Spencer to the basket, challenged by Omslayer, who comes away with the block. Smith, left side to Sadison, away from Walmsley, stops in the paint and is called for traveling. Richards, hands off to Walmsley. Out to Kevin Kelly. Kelly around the screen from Collins, hangs and scores off the window.
Nice move right there by Kevin Kelly.
You saw Spencer try to go right to the rim, got denied by Omslayer. That time Kelly saw Omslayer coming and was able to float it over the hands of the shot blocker. Maslon here on the deep post to Spencer. Forces it out to Tebbs. Smith now into the paint, back to Tebbs' right side. Sadison picked up by Richards around the Omslayer screen. They zip it his way. Falling backwards, he scores. Taking contact as he went. Count it and one. And Omslayer will head to the line. Try and make this a 13-point game.
Yeah, that was a big move for them. They needed that. And one gets them going a little bit.
Free throw from Omslayer. Short. Kelly the rebound. Scott 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Seahawks 0 for 0. Have not gotten to the line, even though it's been a bit of a physical half. Here's Collins in the paint into two Scots. And they'll call jump ball here. That was a quick whistle. David Mazelon able to get the hand in there.
Yeah, and that was a quick whistle. If they would have let that develop just a second longer, it would have been a basket for Cam Collins.
Smith now gets it over half court. Richards on him the whole way. Omslayer faked the screen. Hand off left side now to Tebbs. Spencer out on him defensively. Left side Smith. Bounce entry to Mazelon. Richards takes the charge. Offensive foul on David Mazelon. Senior from Lynn, Mass. A bit of a ragged start here to the half.
Yeah, compared to that first half, it's a little bit of a slower start.
Collins. Well, this has been good on the Scots to get back in this game, considering they had to play last night and had the energy here to fall behind as an offensive foul is called here on Mikey Spencer. But for the Scots to have the energy to get back in this game, I think we maybe have gotten a technical here against Mikey Spencer. Because heading to the line is Bryce Smith. We'll have to wait and see officially on the live stats feed. Smith no good on the first free throw. So they called Spencer for a foul, the offensive foul, and then a technical. So 2 shots for Smith. He makes 1. 13-point game. Scots will get it. So they get the technical free throws and the ball. Scots fell behind last night to 10th seeded Curry in the first round game. Trailed at the half, 21-4 run to end the game, though. Sadison had 25 points. Omslayer 13 rebounds, his third double-double of the year. Well, the officials now trying to sort this out at the scores table, which now is taking the energy right out of the game.
Yeah, it really has slowed the pace down a lot. Came out of the game really hot, very fast-paced this second half. I don't think both teams are liking this too much.
So set to go now. 42-29, the Seahawk lead. Scots with the ball, trailing by 13. Richards on Smith. Trying to get it on the entry to Sadison, knocked away by Walmsley. Off and running now is Richards. Bounce entry to Collins. Turns, hooks, and scores.
Cam Collins, such a beast this whole season.
Oh, head coach Sean Foster has said he does not think that there's anyone in the CCC who can guard Cam Collins. And so far this year, he's been right. They get it back to him. Big man with it in the post left side. Picked up by Mazelon. Collins turns. Hands to Richards. Gobbled up inside. Floats it back out. Grabbed by Kevin Kelly. And then a foul here on Sadison from behind against Gordon as Kelly made his move to the basket. Cam Collins and Mikey Spencer both named first team all-conference. Collins being named Senior Scholar Athlete as well. Major award for him. Kelly pulls and cannot get it to go. But he will get to the free throw line, though, as he was fouled as he elevated for that shot. And head coach Sean Foster named Coach of the Year as well. Second time he's earned that honor. Talked about it just being a great honor. A lot of great coaches in the conference, and that him getting this is just as much a reflection of the entire team, players, support staff, everyone that's been a part of it this year to help make it such a successful year. And obviously hoping for a lot more. Kelly. Second free throw is good. Those were the first free throws of the game for Salve. Here's Tebbs in the post. Kelly with him defensively, and he blocks the shot. Collins gets it to Kevin Kelly now here on the run. Kelly to the left hand, into the paint. Turns, fades, and hits.
Kevin Kelly has such a smooth shot. He's able to hit a lot of those fadeaways like it's nothing.
Crafted his game. It's nice to have him and Collins, both graduate students. Here's Smith along the baseline for two. Not many teams can roll out 3,000-point scores. That's what the Seahawks have on the floor with Spencer, Collins, and Kelly.
Yeah, there sure is a lot of talent out there, all the way down to the freshmen.
Walmsley for three. That's no good. Rebound Sadison up ahead of the field, leaking out with Smith. Walmsley races back defensively and swats it out of play. You won't see anything in the stat sheet for the hustle there, but Walmsley missed the three, got back into the frame. He'll get the block, but brownie points for the hustle.
Yeah, that's the little things you don't see on the stat sheet that make the difference in a player.
Especially in a playoff game, too.
Yeah, every point matters even when you think it doesn't.
Smith now will back it out on Kevin Kelly. Mazelon comes to set the screen. Smith's going to fire from deep. Long rebound grabbed by St. Clair. Kelly into the front court, and they'll call him for an offensive foul. No, we didn't have many calls in the first half. It was a physical first half. A little bit more being called here to start the second.
Yeah, definitely a much slower pace to this half.
15:35 to go in the second. 47-31. Seahawks lead by 16. Scots have gotten it as close as 10. Tebbs to Omslayer behind the line. Hands off to Sadison. Seahawks double team him there and trying to get it inside to Omslayer. He throws it away. Kelly hangs and scores with the left hand. $18-point game. Sadison left side. Tebbs in the corner now. Out high to Smith. Watched by Brochu. Omslayer comes to set the screen. Smith, quick down the left-hand side, floats it up and in. Saw a little bit of daylight and got that one to go. Seahawks want to get it into Cam Collins, and going over the back and raking down on the arms is Omslayer. Just his first foul of the game. Sadison in the game right now with 3 fouls. Obviously, the Scots can't afford to take him out. Trailing like this, you need him in the game for his offense. Collins trying to muscle his way in. Blocked by Omslayer. He gets his own rebound. Trying to turn. He draws the foul. And there's the first foul on Parker Omslayer. And Todd Murphy, head coach for the Scots, does not like that call. Collins' first free throw rolls out. Kevin Kelly now leading all scorers, 17 points.
Yeah, he really has come out hot the second half. Hitting a lot of good shots.
Had 10 points at the break. Collins at the line, second free throw, got it. 17-point lead for Salve Regina. Smith left side. Bounce pass. Kick out to the corner. Sadison rises into the three over Walmsley. No good. Fight for the rebound. Brochu lobs it back in. St. Clair will corral it.
Yeah, great hustle by Clay Brochu right there. And he has the three.
Catch and shoot comes up short. Running on the Scots now. Left side. In deep, forcing it up and can't get it to go. Rebound comes to Caleb Scott. His floater is off the window and in. Michael Mackey missed the first shot. Caleb Scott, though, grabbed the rebound. Bounce entry here to Collins. Kick ball. Brochu trying to feed it down low. $13:55 to go in the second. Kevin Kelly. Again, fading away. Cannot get the roll. Hung on the rim for a second. Smith under the basket. Floats it up. No good. Collins quickly out to Kelly. To Walmsley. Running the floor. He throws it down.
Wow, and that really got everyone excited. You see the stands. Everyone's hyped up after that dunk.
It's a great find from Kelly, too. The vision. And again here, that's just 2 points in the stat sheet, but the hustle from Walmsley to run the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Entry to Scott. He will score with Walmsley on his back. 52-37. Scots can't afford, though, to just trade baskets.
You know, there's only 13 minutes left in this game. Time for them to start chipping away.
Brochu gobbled up inside, lost the ball, knocked out of play by Gordon. Seahawks will keep it with 13 to shoot. Kelly will trigger the inbound. From underneath the basket into the corner, Walmsley. Quickly to St. Clair at the elbow. Brochu underneath. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. And now Clay Brochu will get to the free throw line for his first. looking for his first points. 0 for 2 from the field, both three-pointers. First one, no good. Walmsley, Brochu short. Smith, left side, 12:40 and counting to go. Sadison around the screen, entry to Scott, alone, he'll score again.
Yeah, great vision right there by Sadison, able to find his open man.
Ball kicked out of play by Sadison. Seahawks will keep it. 13-point game. And we're going to get a timeout called here by Sean Foster. We'll take it as well. 12:23 to go in the second. Seahawks leading 52-39. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference playoff action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back inside the Rodgers Recreation Center. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Nick Santo bringing you the call. Out-of-town scores elsewhere in the CCC in the men's basketball quarterfinal. Suffolk hangs on versus Endicott in the 4-5 matchup, 75-73. Early in the second half, Nichols, which trailed at the half to Wentworth, now has broken it open. They lead 64-48. Roger Williams at the half leading Western New England 33-25. 52-39 the score here for Salve. Walmsley out of bounds, can't hit the three. Trying to save it, they do. Richards able to get it back into Walmsley, who gets it to Cam Collins. New possession here for Salve. Kelly to Richards. Attacks the paint, hangs in the air, gobbled up and fouled by Scott.
Yeah, Andrew Richards just moves so fast. He's able to draw a lot of fouls.
Richards will head to the line for two. Lefty's first free throw in the air, short. On the women's side, Roger Williams holds serve, the number one seed, 82-30 versus Nichols. Late in the fourth quarter, UNE hanging on to a 2-point lead, 40-38 over Western New England. Start of the third quarter, up in Boston, Gordon women's basketball leading Suffolk 31-17, and Salve Regina women's basketball 8:14 to go in the fourth quarter. Now trails by 11, 52-41 to Endicott after leading at the half. Here's Sadison underneath, away from Walmsley, he scores. (53-41). Trying to go over the top to Collins, knocked away. Somehow the ball pinballs to Collins. He elevates and gets fouled. And so he will get back to the free throw line. Much slower pace to the second half than we had in the first, as the first free throw from Collins is good. Seahawks raced out to a 14-0 lead in this game.
Yeah, that really came out of nowhere. It just started off and just the scoring didn't stop, it felt like.
Both free throws good for Collins. Right now, 14-0 bench points for Gordon. And knowing they were going to need to go to the bench here tonight. Played heavy minutes last night. Sadison falling away, shot no good. Walmsley maybe got a piece of that. Cam Collins tied up with Michael Mackey. Possession going Salve Regina's way. So they will get the ball. And Mackey and Collins, a little bit of extra drawing, and now he gives him a little tap on the chest on his way back down the floor. And Seahawks want to go right to that matchup. Collins against Mackey. Collins comes to set the screen for Kelly. Ball swung around now to Walmsley, deep on the right side. Pulls up at the elbow, loops it inside Richards with Omslayer on him. Out to Collins. Trying to cross over on Mackey. Gets the ball back. Straight down the middle. He scoops it up. No good. Rebound Scots. Sadison. Back to you. His three. No good. Rebound. Walmsley had it slapped off his leg. He keeps it alive right to the Scots, and then Omslayer going up will get fouled. Fortunate bounces there for Gordon.
Yeah, I think both teams thought that went out for a minute, and then they just realized it didn't. Great save by Declan Walmsley. Doesn't go his way, though.
55-41 the score. Omslayer at the line. Being harassed by the crowd, and the shot hits the iron and falls in. That's his fourth and fifth free throws. The only player in double figures is Bryce Smith for the Scots. 5 of 9 from the field.
Yeah, it's just been a lot of contribution from a lot of different guys for them tonight.
Balanced scoring and starting to do damage in the paint. 28-26 in the paint. Yeah. And that's honestly, it's good for Salve to have 26 in there, considering you've got Omslayer holding down the fourth there.
Oh yeah.
So you can't just concede that and just totally go away from the shot blocker. You want to challenge him, but Omslayer's done a good job. I believe just the one foul. Actually, he does have 2 now, but not bad this late in the game. Here's Richards matched up with Omslayer. James Jolly, his first appearance of the night. Kelly is just going to fire the three. No good. Had to get that one up with the shot clock winding down. Here's Sadison now off and running. Heel pop and off the back iron. No good. Rebound punched around, and Collins called for the foul here against Mackey. Going for that rebound. 12-point game. Scots will inbound from underneath the basket. Quantico from the baseline. Collins defending the inbound. And forced to call timeout. We'll take it to 9:54 to go in the second. Salve Regina leading 55-43. We'll be right back. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. Welcome back to the Rodgers Recreation Center out of the Gordon timeout. Scots with the ball looking to inbound from the baseline. They get it into Sadison. He'll attack the hoop, float it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound punched around. Kelly secures it for Salve Regina. Off and running now into the front court. Kelly straight down the middle into contact. And they're going to call traveling. Head coach Sean Foster looking for the foul call. Quantico. Picked up by Richards. Right side, Justin Yu. Entry all alone. Omslayer. Seahawks fell asleep. He scores easily. And it's a 10-point game again. Scott's refusing to go away.
You know, they're sticking in this right now. Only 10-point difference.
Richards threads the needle to Collins, who can't score. But they'll call the foul underneath.
Yeah, and Cam Collins gets back to the free throw line.
3 for 4 right now.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job with that all season.
First one's good. And they call the foul on Michael Mackey. That's his second. The only one close to being in foul trouble is Garrett Sadison. He's got 3. Mikey Spencer out of the game right now because he has 4 fouls. Seahawks able to tread water here with him on the bench. Both free throws good for Collins. Like we said, it helps to have 3,000-point scorers.
Yeah. You're able to rely on a lot of different guys to come up big for you. Kind of spread out the responsibilities.
And guys like Kelly and Collins who have had 5 years to hone their craft. Here's Quantico with the Euro step in the paint. His shot's no good. Kelly sprints it into the front court. Lobs it inside to Collins. Spins, hooks, and scores.
Great move right there by Cam Collins. Able to get it over Omslayer.
Seahawks push it back to 14. Sadison into the paint, skips it to the corner. Yu fires the 3, no good. Walmsley gets the rebound, tips it to St. Clair. Seahawks with the ball and the lead. Kevin Kelly sprints down the right side, now into the corner, around the screen from St. Clair. Walmsley right side, lobs it inside St. Clair, into the left corner. Brochu gathers, fires, no good. Quantico the rebound for Gordon. Quantico will just turn and fire the 3. That's no good. Collins the rebound. Kevin Kelly now will take his time and walk it across half court. 7:55, 7:54, 7:53 to go in the second half. Collins hands off to Kevin Kelly. 8 seconds on the shot clock here. Kelly nearly lost it. Skips it to the corner. St. Clair for 3. No good. Collins pokes the rebound, but Sadison will grab it for Gordon. Still a 14-point game. Yu to the free throw line. Lobs it inside. Omslayer. No basket. Looks like they're going to call a foul on the floor here. So this will put Parker Omslayer to the line with 7:23 to go. 14-point game. We'll have to see at what point the Seahawks come back to Mikey Spencer as Omslayer hits the first.
I'm sure they'll let a little bit more time run out, get him back in. 4 or 5 minutes left. Close it out for him.
You know the Scots will want to attack that right away, though. Spencer with the 4 fouls.
Yeah, they'll try and take advantage of it right away, which is why they don't have him in right now. Smartly.
Kelly calling signals. Again, the 2 graduate students just feeding off each other. Here's Collins trying to scoop it around Omslayer. He blocks the shot. Scots could not get the rebound, though. Stepping out of play with it was Michael Mackey. Seahawks will keep it, and, well, here you go. Mikey Spencer will check back into the game earlier than we thought. 7:06 to go in the second. He'll get Collins.
Yeah, and you know he's going to do an extra special job of trying not to foul.
Has to be careful. St. Clair left side for 3. It's good.
Big shot by St. Clair right there.
The sophomore from East Weymouth, Mass. Makes it a 16-point game. Omslayer, guarded by Walmsley. Rakes down, pokes the ball away. Omslayer dives for it. Kelly, though, up ahead of the field with it for Salve. Down the right-hand side, scoops it up, no good. Ball punched around. St. Clair trying to save it. He cannot. That is a very difficult task for Declan Walmsley to try and guard Parker Omslayer.
Yeah, he does a great job, though, not even trying to out-height him, but just be smart and tip the ball away.
Mackey down the right-hand side. Scoops it underneath, and Omslayer scores. Mikey Spencer was there, but did not want to get too much contact with the 4 fouls. 12-point game, 62-50. 6:15 to go. Kelly, right side, around to Mikey Spencer. Up fakes the 3. Into the paint. Fading away on Mackey. Shot no good. Smith down the left-hand side. Scoops it up. No good. Omslayer gets the rebound. Floats it up. That's no good from point-blank range. Brochu in the crowd comes away with it for Seahawks. Brochu. Across now to Walmsley. 15 seconds on the shot clock here for Salve. St. Clair right side, picked up by Omslayer. Out to Kevin Kelly now. Beyond the line, Mikey Spencer left side. Around the screen, dribbles behind his back, into the paint, stop and start, and he's fouled by Omslayer.
What a move right there. Behind the back. Almost got picked off doing it.
A little wraparound. Spencer will get to the line. 5 of 12 from the field now for Spencer. He'll get his first free throws, though. And sometimes that can help. After you've been on the bench for a while in foul trouble, get the rhythm back. First free throw is true. 15-point game with 5:25 to go. Both good for Spencer. 64-48. Time now will become the biggest enemy of the Scots. Smith spins in deep, just fires it up and gets it to go.
That'll make this a 14-point game.
Some special geometry there from Bryce Smith. Spencer up-faked a very deep three-pointer. Now fights his way right side. Will step back on Mazelon from the corner. Splash! Three-pointer from Mikey Spencer. Smith, the answer. He knew it was no good the minute it left his hand. He went sprinting after it. Comes up short. Seahawks will get it back, leading by 17. And the Scots want to talk this one over. 4:45 to go. Seahawks lead 67-50. We'll take a break and be back. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. Welcome back inside the Rodgers Recreation Center. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Nick Santo bringing you the call. Salve leads 67-50 with 4:45 to go here in this Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal matchup. Seahawks, the number 2 seed in the CCC. Gordon had to play last night in a first-round matchup. Hard-fought game there between the Scots and the Colonels. Scots fell behind 14-0 to start this game. Have made the Seahawks earn it, though. And still a long way to go. Kelly, bounce pass to the trailer. Collins, count it, and one.
And that'll put Salve up by 19 right here with 4.5 minutes left.
And when Mikey Spencer had to go to the bench, it's been Kevin Kelly and Cam Collins. Two-man game.
Yeah, really stealing the show.
Between the two longest tenured Seahawks. Collins cannot complete the three-point play. Seahawks lead by 19, though, with 4.5 to go. Smith, right side. Into the paint. Out to you. Watched by Kevin Kelly. Omslayer now just inside the line. Trying to go over the top to Mazelon. Richards called for the foul. Trying to shield Mazelon from the ball. And the Seahawks over the limit. That will put Mazelon at the line. So the Scots will be shooting free throws here the rest of the way. That helps them as they try to claw back in this one. Give themselves a chance. Scoring with the clock stopped. First free throw is good for Mazelon. Second one in the air. In and out. Mazelon goes 1 for 2. 18-point game. 4:17 to play. Kevin Kelly running the point. Swings it over to Declan Walmsley. Return to Richards now right side. Omslayer matched up on him, just sags way off him. Richards attacks, turns, hooks, cannot get it to go. Omslayer the rebound. Justin Yu up the right-hand side. On the entry, Mazelon underneath. Trying to shield and get away from Mikey Spencer, and he does. Spencer had to peel away there with the 4 fouls. Scots show trap. They get it away to Mikey Spencer. Dribbles in between his legs. Left side now, Spencer rolling his way to the basket. Count it. And one. A little bit of a delay there from the official. Everyone looking around like, which way is it going? Spencer asking for the and one. .337 to go here in the second. .71-53. And they call that foul on Garrett Sadison. That's his 5th, so his night is over. That's a big blow for the Scots, if they had any hope. So he had his night is done. Just 4 points. 2 of 11 from the field, 0 of 5 from deep for Garrett Sadison. Seahawks have done a great job on him defensively.
Yeah, able to lock him down pretty good. Yeah, and Mikey Spencer, crazy, leading both teams with 22 points, and he missed a good chunk of the game.
Bounce pass underneath by you, stolen by St. Clair. And now the Seahawks can start to feel it. 3:19 to go. 19-point lead. Richards, Smith trying to steal the ball. Gets the screen from Collins. Richards, left side, floats it to the corner. Walmsley, he'll fire the 3. That's no good. Cam Collins can't get the rebound. You with it for the Scots, off and running. Trying to get it in stride on the run to Scott. Kicked out of play. Gordon will keep it. But just 2:57 to go. And Mazelon, curtain call here. Scots maybe waving the white flag, going to the bench. Into the corner now for Zon Frater. His first appearance of the night. Along with Zachary Bennett, so the Scots, give them a lot of credit. Second night of a back-to-back playoff matchup, fall behind 14-0. They gave the Seahawks a bit of a fight as Kelly has the steal. 3-on-1 break. Collins rolling to the hoop, throws it up, count it, and one. A little cherry on top here for Cam Collins. Puts the Seahawks up 21 with 2:40 to play. And once again, Nick, Kelly and Collins really helped push this one and put this one away here for the Seahawks in the second half.
Yeah, no, they both did a great job of taking control of this team. You know, with Mikey Spencer out for a big part of the game, you know, it was a lot of underclassmen playing, freshmen and sophomores, and they did a great job of taking control and leading them to where they got to go. Playoff game, they're the only ones who have seen one.
Yeah. 3 no good from Benjamin North. Seahawks will take their time now here on this possession. Ball poked out of play by Bennett, a junior from Wolfboro, New Hampshire. Getting some minutes here. Richards with 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Will attack right side. Floats it up. Collins gathers. That is too easy for Cam Collins, who now has 19 points. It was Mikey Spencer early, but late, St. Clair called for the foul. It was Collins and Kelly. I mean, and little underrated things. I mean, Ryan St. Clair hit that 3 at that point. I think the Scots had made it a 10-point game.
Yeah, and he kind of just iced it a little bit.
Those little swings there shift the momentum. And he'll come to the bench now. Richards, Brochu, and Spencer back into the game. Seahawks keeping the big guns out there.
All the way to the end. It's the playoffs. That's how you got to do it.
Well, I know that they were not satisfied with how Saturday went against this Scots team up in Wenham. They wanted to make amends, and they have done that here tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Foster is going to be very happy with how they played tonight following last Saturday.
And especially the start. 14-0 to start a game.
They really came out the gate just so well.
Here's Kevin Kelly.
It made it hard for the Scots to get back in it at any point, just by the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's a tough deficit to dig out of, especially here at home where the Seahawks have been very difficult to beat.
Yeah.
The 2 losses, the first of the year was against Eastern Nazarene, former CCC team, now a non-conference opponent, and then Nichols in a 1-point game. Back and forth battle between the conference's best. Those are the only 2 Seahawk losses here at home. Sean Foster calls for time just to bring in the subs. Little curtain call here. Walmsley will come to the bench. Cam Collins will come to the bench. Kevin Kelly comes to the bench as well. Hugs all around for them on the bench. Now they will have another home game here on Thursday. JoJo Powers out now running the point. As we approach a minute to play, Mikey Spencer still out there, the lone starter. Brochu now. Up the left-hand side, fades away at the elbow, and got it. His first points of the game. 45 seconds to go. Frater, right side into contact, and the foul called inside against Jack Cruz. Sophomore from Yorktown Heights, New York. And Frater will get to the free throw line. And this one, academic now, just a matter of the final score. 78-55, Seahawks with the lead. First free throw good for Frater. Well, it's going to be a disappointing end for the Scots. Their season will finish 12-13. Last game in the career for Parker Armslayer. And with all of the waivers and COVID and who's coming back, who's not, you don't know. Could be the final games for Benjamin North, David Mazelon. I'm sure those guys will have an opportunity to think about that.
Onslaught too.
in the coming months. Yeah, and true. I don't know. Omslayer, graduate. Baseball guys. There's some 6-year guys.
Yeah.
Who are hanging around.
You can play for a while if you really want to.
But definitely disappointing end for their season this year. Seahawks, though, just too much to handle here at home. Brochu throws it away. Shot clock turned off. Final seconds here. Frater with 5 into the paint. Lost it. 3 at the buzzer for the Scots. In and out, no good. And that'll do it. Salve Regina comes here today in the CCC quarterfinals and defeats Gordon College by a final score of 78-57. The Scots could never get closer than 10 after the Seahawks raced out to a 14-0 lead. Nick, your thoughts on this game here tonight?
I think the difference in this game really was that start. The first 5 minutes when the Seahawks were able to come out 14-0, it really made it near impossible for the Scots to recover from it and really put them in a good spot just to play the rest of the game.
It's easy. 14-0 lead is a good thing to start with.
Yeah, and it was 22-2 at one point.
And it was Mikey Spencer to start the game who got things rolling, but as we said, Cam Collins and Kevin Kelly down the stretch.
Yeah, they kept it rolling.
Kept it rolling and really brought it home for Salve Regina. They lead the Seahawks in scoring. Only 2 players in double figures for the Scots, Bryce Smith with 13, Parker Omslayer with 12. And the Scots, who had the 3-pointers going on Saturday, finish 0 for 16 from deep after hitting 14 of them against this Salve Regina team just on Saturday. So the attention to details, limiting the threes and limiting Garrett Sadison, he finishes with only 4 points. So the Seahawks' keys to this game, they came through in spades. I want to thank our entire staff and production crew, Owen Gilbo and Nick Santo, for providing production and color commentary here today. Brett Souza for production as well. Your camera person tonight has been Jamie O'Donnell. Special thanks to Ed Habershaw for helping to provide live statistics for tonight's contest. And we want to thank you all for joining and listening along with us here in this Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinal. It's Salve Regina 78, Gordon 57. The Seahawks advance and will be home here on Thursday. I'm Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.